The cheapest version of every item on this list is the one you buy today. Not because there is a sale, because prices on household staples, emergency supplies, and bulk food have moved in one direction for 3 consecutive years, and the trend is accelerating. The same bag of rice that cost $12 in 2024 now costs $15. The same portable power bank is up 20%. The same pack of batteries costs more per unit than it did last summer. That is pressure number 1. Pressure number 2 is seasonal. Summer is peak season for power outages, heat events, and storm-driven disruptions. The items that address those scenarios sell out between June and September every year. Pressure number 3 is behavioral. The moment any headline breaks, millions of people reach for the same item simultaneously, and the shelves empty in hours. All 3 of those pressures converge after July 1st. Right now, none of them are active. 12 items, current prices, full stock. That changes. Fuel is the first item on this list for the same reason it is the first thing that visibly breaks in any disruption. It does not fail quietly. It fails publicly, with lines stretching into the street and out-of-service signs spreading faster than the news that caused them. Summer 2026 compounds this in 3 directions. Driving season raises baseline fuel demand across the country. Hurricane and storm season creates sudden regional spikes, and fuel prices historically peak between June and September, meaning you are paying the most per gallon at the exact moment you are most likely to need a full tank. The behavioral cascade is the same every time. A storm gets named or a supply headline breaks. Within hours, not days, stations are overwhelmed. Some run dry before nightfall. The fuel itself has not disappeared. Refineries kept running. Millions of people simply decided to fill up at the same time, and the local distribution system buckled under synchronized demand. The fix costs nothing. Keep your tank above half, not full at all times. Just never let it drop below the halfway point before refilling. That single habit, started now in May, means you enter summer with the pattern already established. When the first forecast drops in July or August and the lines start forming, you are not there. You are already covered. You were covered yesterday. This is not a purchase. It is a behavior change. The cost is 0. The value is the distance between you and the line on the day that distance matters most. Waiting until July means entering storm season without the habit, and building a habit under pressure is not the same as building one in calm. The single most common trigger for a power outage in the United States is summer heat. Air conditioning load pushes the electric grid to capacity. Transformers fail under sustained high temperatures. Summer storms take down power lines across entire regions. Extended outages are disproportionately concentrated between June and September. The season you are about to enter is the season most likely to leave your household without power for hours or days. A portable power bank keeps your phone charged, maintains internet access when possible, and preserves basic lighting. Communication, information, visibility. Those are the 3 functions that keep a household stable through an outage. A mid-range unit charges a smartphone 3 to 5 times. No installation is required. No special expertise is needed. Plug it in and prioritize. The price argument matters here. Portable power stations and banks have been trending upward. Current spring pricing is lower than it will be in July when seasonal demand kicks in. The same unit that costs $40 today may cost $55 in August if it is available at all. Summer demand events clear portable power inventory the same way they clear batteries and flashlights, quietly and completely. Buy it now at spring pricing. Then do the one thing most people skip: keep it charged. A power bank sitting in a drawer at 11% when the grid goes down is not preparation. It is a false sense of preparation, and in some ways that is worse than having nothing, because it removes the urgency to find a real solution. Charge it, check it monthly, know where it is. Summer is the most common season for extended power outages. It is also the season where the consequences are most dangerous. Heat is the overlooked variable in most preparation content. Every list includes flashlights. Almost none include the item that addresses the primary summer-specific threat. A headlamp is standard. Hands-free lighting lasts 8 to 20 hours per battery set and costs $15 to $40. Keep 2 and know where they are. Keep the batteries fresh. This item appears on every preparation list for a reason. It makes everything else functional after dark. What doesn't appear on most lists is a battery-powered fan. During a summer outage, indoor temperatures can reach dangerous levels within hours. Air conditioning is gone. Ventilation is minimal. Elderly adults and young children are the most vulnerable, but sustained indoor heat affects everyone's sleep, cognitive function, and physical stability across consecutive days. A battery-powered fan provides direct cooling with zero grid dependency, not comfort. Function. It can be the difference between a difficult night and a medical situation for the most vulnerable person in your household. These two items sell out at the intersection of heat wave and outage, which is the highest probability summer scenario. Right now, in May, they are fully stocked at preseason prices. Both change rapidly after Memorial Day. By mid-July, during the first sustained heat event, the shelves are already thin. By the second event, they are cleared. Combined cost. Today is $25 to $60. Combined cost during a July demand spike is significantly more, if available at all. These two items share the same timing vulnerability. Both are fully available in May, and both become scarce the moment a summer storm forecast drops. A portable butane stove costs $20 to $60, and it gives your kitchen complete independence from the grid, but the stove is only half the solution. Fuel canisters are the half of the store that disappears. Walmart, Home Depot, and outdoor retailers stock butane and propane canisters as low-volume items. Shelf space is small and inventory is shallow. A moderate demand spike empties the section entirely. When the first named storm of the season appears on a forecast map, the shelves clear before the food aisle does. If you already own the stove but have not maintained your canister supply, you own a decoration. Water filtration follows the same pattern from a different angle. Summer heat stresses water infrastructure at its maximum. Pipe breaks increase under thermal expansion. Algal blooms in reservoirs peak in warm months. Boil advisories are issued more frequently between June and September than any other period. A portable water filter provides independent water safety when the municipal system is under its highest seasonal stress. $20 to $80. Both items are standard preparation. The timing argument is what makes them urgent right now. May prices are lower than July prices. May stock is full. July stock competes with every household that just heard the same forecast you did. The difference between buying these items in May and buying them in July is not just price, it is whether they are on the shelf when you walk in. Combined cost today, $40 to $140 depending on quality. That cost rises 15 to 30% during peak seasonal demand. The calendar is the countdown. These items are not going to disappear by July. They are going to cost more. And every month you wait, the same food costs more for the same calories. Bulk staple prices have moved in one direction for 3 consecutive years. Rice, beans, pasta, oats. The bag that cost $12 in 2024 costs $15 today. The 25-pound bag of rice that was a baseline purchase 2 years ago now requires a noticeably larger line on the receipt. The trend shows no sign of reversing. It is not speculation, it is the price chart. Canned goods follow the same curve, with additional pressure from packaging costs. Steel and aluminum prices feed directly into the per-unit cost of every can on the shelf. Soup, vegetables, beans, canned meat. All trending upward. Buying a 30-day household food buffer in May 2026 costs measurably less than buying the identical buffer in September 2026. Same items, same brands, same calories, higher price. The arithmetic does not require any prediction about what happens next. It only requires reading the direction of a line that has been moving the same way for 36 months. Proper storage matters. Mylar bags, oxygen absorbers, food-grade containers. Protect what you buy or the investment degrades before you ever need it. Total cost for a basic 30-day household food buffer at current prices is $80 to $150. That number only moves in one direction from here. If this has been useful so far, a like helps it reach people who could actually use it. Let us keep going. The same price curve that affects food affects these two categories, plus one additional pressure. Both face seasonal demand spikes on top of the ongoing price trend. Over-the-counter medications have increased in price measurably across the board. Pain relievers, fever reducers, antihistamines, and cold medicines have become more expensive. Per unit costs have moved upward, and periodic supply disruptions for specific generics are becoming more frequent. A basic household buffer, including pain relievers, fever reducers, an antihistamine, a thermometer, and a small supply of any prescription medications your household depends on, costs $15 to $25 today. That cost is higher than it was a year ago and lower than it will be a year from now. Batteries follow the same trajectory, with a sharper seasonal edge. Price per unit has trended upward steadily. Batteries also face demand spikes that clear shelves entirely during summer storm events. Every household reaches for a flashlight, a radio, a backup device, a medical monitor, all at the same moment. By the time most people think to buy batteries, the shelf is already cleared. The worst-case timing for both categories is buying them in August during a heat wave, when everyone else is buying them too. At that point, you are paying peak prices in a depleted market, if they are available at all. Combined cost today, at spring pricing, is $25 to $45. During a summer demand event, the combined cost can potentially double. The calendar and the price chart are telling you the same thing. The cheapest version of this purchase is the one you make right now. These last two items sit at the intersection of all three pressures: availability, timing, and cost, all converging in the same window. Toilet paper follows a pattern that has been documented so visibly it barely needs explanation. Manufacturing does not stop. Trucks keep moving. The problem is demand. Millions of households deciding to stock up in the same compressed window overwhelms a retail system calibrated for steady daily consumption. The moment you think you should grab an extra pack is the moment the window has already closed. At that point, you are not ahead of the crowd. You are the crowd. The trigger is unpredictable. The pattern is documented. A few extra packages bought on a normal May shopping trip, rotated through regular use, are the entire preparation. Cash and small bills operates on a different logic, but it shares the same summer vulnerability. Card readers need power, and ATMs need internet. When a summer storm knocks both out at once, cash is the only transaction method that works. Small bills matter because nobody can make change during an outage. Not the gas station, not the neighbor selling generator time, not the corner store running on a skeleton crew. An envelope of $5 bills and $10 bills kept in a known location at home, not a vault, not a safe. A drawer you can reach in the dark. Both items bought on a normal day at normal prices before any signal of disruption. That is the strategy for both. Ordinary purchases made before the ordinary disappears. Combined cost under $50. Combined value during a July disruption, disproportionate to every dollar spent. July 1st is not when something bad happens. It is when the window you are sitting in right now starts closing. Three pressures converge in the same 60-day stretch. First, prices have been climbing for 3 years and show no sign of reversing. Second, seasonal demand clears certain shelves between June and September every year. Third, summer itself is the highest probability season for the outages, heat events, and disruptions these 12 items exist to address. Individually, each pressure is manageable. Together in that same window, they create a convergence that makes everything on this list harder to get, more expensive to buy, and more competitive to find. The items available today at current prices with no lines and full stock are the same items that will cost more, have less stock, and sell faster 8 weeks from now. The total cost of all 12 items at current May prices is under $300 for a household. That number only goes up. The preparation window does not close with a headline, it closes with a calendar. Every week you wait, the same list costs more and covers less. Which of these 12 are you handling before July, and which one have you been putting off the longest? Drop it in the comments.